Yeah, that's right. I think Brainiac's kind of a wimp. What are you gonna do about it? If you got a problem with it, come fight me. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Pumpkinator, and today we're gonna be looking at one of Superman's greatest villains, Brainiac. If you don't know who Brainiac is, he's a dummy smart techno-organic being from the planet Kolu. He's kind of obsessed with having the most knowledge in the world, and it kind of has a little bit of an ego. So he goes to planet in yoinkster cities so that he can study them, and also so he can have a cool looking collection. Look, as evil as the stuff that he's doing, you gotta admit his room kind of goes hard though, right? Straight aura. He does all this in his skull ship, which he got after downloading his consciousness into a planet's computer network, which he used to build himself a ship so that he can get off the planet after making that planet's sun go supernova. This guy's on something else! What the heck? So that's actually kind of bare bones of what Brainiac's actually about. Let's dive into his history a little bit. Created by Otto Binder and Al Plastino, Real Dogs, Brainiac's real name, made his first appearance in Action Comics number 247 on July 10th, 1958, where you can see he doesn't look like how he does now. He's still got that green dome, but he's a little less cyborgy, you know? And he's got a cute little monkey space guy. Well, he's kind of cursed too, but you know, I still like him. He's still doing his MO of taking cities, but you know, it's the 50s, so it's a little low stakes. I mean, after Brainiac does his thing, he puts himself and Coco, that's a cute little monkey guy, into suspended animation. This lets Superman use his unshrinking ray, which is so funny, to put all the Earth cities back, but it conveniently breaks before he can put the city from Krypton back to full size. Oh yeah, Brainiac stole a city named Condor from Krypton before it blew up. See, that's kind of what he does. He finds a world that's on the brink of extinction, and he takes the capital, or maybe like the most technically advanced city, and he shrinks it down. But in return, they're kind of like his pets. But since Superman, you know, couldn't unshrink the city, he kind of just puts it on his shelf. Bro, what? There's people that live in there. I don't know what he was thinking, because if it was me, I would like supercharge them up with sunlight. Then I would have them like help me save the world, right? What's scarier than a bunch of bee-sized Kryptonians coming at you? Oh yeah, you want to rob a bank, then you just get swarmed with a bunch of fucking bees. Except they punch you like a fucking tank. Crime would literally be zero, bro. By the way, if you want that comic, you could probably get that at like 1,000 on the low. But that's the lowest that I could find. Okay, that was his first appearance, but what about his backstory? But honestly, which backstory should we cover? Because there's so many Brainiacs. There's H.E. Brainiac, and Samurai Brainiac, and Hot Brainiac, and Annoying Brainiac. I swear to God, that boss fight is impossible. God damn it! God damn it, Brain, I'm gonna fuck you in your brain hole. I guess a good one to start is with the main timeline. So in the original timeline, and also the comic that we were just talking about, Brainiac was the ruler of a planet named Brainiac, and all of his people were wiped out by a MacGuffin disease. So now he's the last survivor of his race. So he steals cities from other planets and keeps them small so that he can transport them to his home planet, so that he can rule over them. That's actually kind of sad though. Aw, bro just wants some people to rule over and oppress. Really pop? But that backstory didn't actually last too long, because in his very next appearance, they retcon it. We actually find out that he's not an alien ruler, but actually an android with a 12th level intellect. For reference, humans have a 6th level intellect. He was created by robot slave masters who had taken over his planet, which is now called Kolu. But you know, he escapes later on. Alright, that was his classic backstory, but what about a more modern one? Well, after the Crisis event, he was a criminal on Kolu that got caught. And as punishment for his crimes, his body was destroyed, but his consciousness was allowed to live on. Which, like, wow, that's really messed up. I don't know why they would do that. Just kill him. It's way more humane. But he somehow makes his way to Earth and takes over a circus performer named Milton Fine. He finds a way to boost Milton's brain so he can start brainwashing other people. That's until Superman shows up and knocks his block off. Then there's a more modern backstory, which like, oof, buckle up, dog. So in this one, Brainiac was a top scientist on his home planet Yod Kolu. He invents a supercomputer called Computo that runs the world's technology. Then one day, he uses Computo and finds a new place, the 5th dimension. Hey, that's where myth yet. Okay, I just can't fuck. This guy is where he comes from. And also Batman. Christ. And when he's looking in there, things aren't looking too good. He sees a whole bunch of destruction, and he sees that destruction on that world seems like it's coming towards his planet, which he definitely doesn't want to happen. So he tries different things to try to save his world. Kind of like how Reed Richards does when he sees that Galactus is coming. Brainiac tries a whole bunch of things in his efforts to try to save his world, from petitioning the government to experimenting on his son. That's not a good look, bro. And his wife agrees because she has him arrested. After he gets arrested, Brainiac gets exiled, but it doesn't seem to work. You see, he uses Computo to build a robo army and shrinks the entire city where his family is. Then he packs them up into his ship and he watches his home world burn. Which honestly, that's kind of metal. No wonder why he's aura farms all the time. Then he merges himself with Computo and spreads his consciousness into a bunch of different ships. Then he kind of makes it his duty to save these worlds that he deems are dying. So he observes them and he tries to preserve the pinnacle of their culture by shrinking down their capital cities, or the technologically advanced ones. But you know, obviously the way he does it is really super villainy. You know, normally he takes control of the world's infrastructure, makes an army of robots to get him things that he wants. He puts it all in one city and then he shrinks it and freezes it. He also makes the worlds refer to him as the most technologically advanced thing that they have. So on Krypton, they call him Brainiac. Okay, and after hearing all of that and watching my ass get beat by Brainiac, you're probably thinking, how is he super easy to beat? Well, it's Pretty simple, actually. His weakness is germs and being overstimulated. Like, bro, Superman puts him in a swamp and my man starts bugging. He literally straight dies because he's fucking outside. Like, okay, sure, Superman's wailing on him a little bit, but, like, come on, man. He would not survive COVID, trust. Don't get me wrong, like, he's super cool, and I really like him. But, like, you know, why would they do him like that? Like, put a little bit more respect on my guy, right? 12th level intellect, more like 12th level pussy. And you think with that knowledge, he would try to do something good with it, right? Well, I mean, I guess that's the wrong Brainiac, right? Who I'm referring to is Brainiac 5. Brainiac 5, also known as Carl Dox, is a 31st century descendant of Brainiac, and he's a pretty chill guy. When he was a kid, he made his way to Earth, where he worked at the Time Institute. This is where he creates the time bubble, which is basically like a time machine. After being on Earth for a while, Brainiac 5 witnesses a crime in front of the Time Institute, and he starts to try to take him on. But then the Legion of Superheroes, which is like that time period's Justice League, shows up and tries to help him. After they take down the threat, he was impressed with the team, so he decided to audition to join the team, which he does. Good for you, buddy. And of course, there's different iterations of Brainiac 5 and the team that he's on, but my favorite version is the one where he's with Supergirl, because he has a little crush on Supergirl, and it's very sweet, it's very cute. And she has a crush on him back. Oh, but he's not like a kid in it. We don't gotta call the cops. We're all cool. Also, Brainiac 5 kind of idolizes Superman, which is like a really cool detail, but also like at the same time, his granddad's probably like rolling in his grave, right? And the team call him Brainy. Isn't that sweet? I don't know. I watched Superman Unbound, which is basically like all of Brainiac's MO, so Stephen Root's in it. That's cool. One last maybe pseudo fact about Brainiac. People didn't start calling each other Brainiac until the character came out, but I actually don't know how true that is. My dad and my friend's dad said that that's the case, but you know, it might be the chicken before the 12th level intellect, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Was that joke funny or was it bad? It was bad, what was that? Oh god. But that's all I got for you guys for now. If you guys like the newer format, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm gonna be trying like newer styles, you know, try to keep things fresh for you. And also, because this was really fun for me, I kind of just yapped, so we'll see how this goes. Also, I did not forget about Absolute Brainiac. I'm waiting for the entire storyline to finish so that I can do a whole like review of it, because trust me, I'm super excited to talk about that. You do be itchy though. If there's any other characters you want me to cover or any other topics you want me to cover, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe so I can feel like a crumb of validation. And if I got anything wrong, which is possible, I'm not perfect, please be kind. But I'll see you guys in the next one. And make sure you tell your family that you love them. Bye-bye now. Damn, you my viewer? Testing. Soundtrack. It normally sounds good anyway. You know what I'm about.